Heed me, all people of the kingdom. Dawn breaks, and the appointed hour hath come.
It is time to crown the king.
With the announcement of our new king, everything finally ends.
I now settle the long
Why is Luis's face still there? Get him out of here.
They who hath gathered the most faith from their subjects amassed.
Will's world is better than before, but not perfect. Yeah, it's not completely 100% idealistic, which is good, but things are on a better path.
Behold, your new king of your kingdom united.
Yeah, get out of here. It's just me, myself, and I.
Look! It's him! Yeah!
Yay! Look! Look, that's him, isn't it? He won!
He certainly did, love. He really did. Oh, I still can't believe it. That boy pulled it off. His Majesty, the new king.
I won't accept it! The new king is Count Luis.
Oh my god, get out of here.
Son, after all. That's cheating, that is. Rise up, people! Rise!
Why can't he crown his son? They're literally royal blood.
Disorderly conduct will not be permitted.
Settle down. The tournament is over. Our new king has been decided, and the royal capital falls under His Majesty's rule. Threaten it, and you shall face the wrath of the Crown Theocracy's warrior monks.
Oh, damn.
Bloody fantastic. They really
That's what I meant. Its racism served a purpose, yet it gave us a glimpse of a fantasized way of how our real-life society used to be. And in some ways, in some areas of the world, it's still like that, sadly. Maybe not as bad, but it's still like that. Or I guess, I don't know, maybe it depends on the country.
Quietude descended once again upon
Some
the royal
days
capital,
later.
and the day of the
Time
new
jump?
king's coronation arrived.
Oh, it's November. Yay, it's coronation day!
Boy, the coronation really crept up on us. There's a lot of people in the crowd.
I hope I can do this.
Don't tell me you're nervous. After everything we survived already, stage fright should be nothing for you.
I'm not nervous. My heart's pounding, of course.
Of course, I'm fine.
If you say so. Just do relax your shoulders.
Oh my god, I kind of want to see everyone hug.
We've all
Is that
made
too
due
much to ask for?
arrangements.
I kind of want to see everyone hug.
Trust in us. Your newfound dignity suits you well, Your Highness. Ah, but I suppose you have outgrown that title.
Again, the term was about winning the faith of the people, and Will earned it not through his blood or birthright, but by keeping his ideals strong and earning the trust of through his actions. Exactly. I guess I could understand maybe people are upset that the royal lineage still continues, because I guess like the whole point of the tournament, like aside from who can win the people's trust, is that anybody had the anyone could qualify to be king no matter their background. So I can kind of get why maybe some supporters wanted someone who wasn't part of the royal bloodline to be their king for like that representation. But hey, if Will is the best, then why not have the best, you know? If he's the best option, why not keep him?
Your Majesty.
Royal blood or not.
Yes. That too suits you well.
Your Majesty, I hope I can live up to that title.
By the way, saw some of them Senate fat cats hovering about, acting like they've been
Fat
supporting
cats.
us from the start, of course. Always on the winning side, eh?
Better than the alternative, no? Especially since we've got some Luis diehards among the people.
I hear that many are concerned about his proficiency with statecraft. To be honest, I'm not so sure myself.
And their concerns is justified. It's not as though I swayed the entire kingdom to my idealistic views.
Juna will stand as moderator at the podium. His Majesty will only be asked for a few brief answers. First, the people would know how you aim to lead them. How will you respond to that, Your Majesty?
Oh no, don't quiz me. We can change the world, I'll face any challenge. I'm not sure how I roll. Okay, we can't say the last one. We can change the world, I'll face any challenge. See, I feel like, yes, this is what Will wants, but let's be real. This type of rule is gonna take centuries or generations of rulers to have the same ideals for it to get to the point that he wants. So he can set the roots, or what do you call it? He can set the stage, but every ideal that he wants to achieve probably won't be achieved through just his reign alone. We're gonna need future kings to carry it on. So I think maybe the safest option is I'll face a challenge. It probably doesn't matter
any
what I'm
challenge
choosing
for
here,
my
but
people. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'll strive to do my utmost, with all of you at my side.
That's fine. The people have about had it with pompous monologues. Better to say what you mean with determination.
Still, there are a lot of people in the crowd.
that
who have
and
never
Will went through
supported
the
you.
entire game not even knowing
How
he
are you
was the
going to
prince.
respond to them?
Exactly. Things won't change overnight. I'll try to earn their trust. I'll let my work prove my words. I don't want to say the middle one because that's like meh.
I know mutual understanding will come slowly. I'll just have to keep doing everything I can for them.
You went from a nobody to the top seat in the nation. No need to puff up and bluster anymore, what? You'll do fine.
A ruler must only stand tall. The rest is not done alone. We are with you.
Indeed. And we're no strangers to more practical work. Whatever our tasks, I'm sure we can handle them.
Well, it is time to make your first appearance as our king. Let us brace ourselves.
Good luck.
Aww.
Thanks for always having my back.
Well, let's go. To His Majesty, the new king.
The new king and his followers. Huzzah!
All right, a warm welcome, please. His Majesty, the new king! Your Majesty, you're so young!
Please. My king, your subjects would hear how you intend to lead them.
Try to make him a
Relax,
what do you
okay?
call it?
Take it
A
easy
stunner.
and use your own words.
As a ruler, I've much to learn. I cannot say what I'll accomplish. And yet, I believe the world can change by our hand. And to that end, I will face any odds.
Now, Your Majesty, a few more words. Naturally, some under your rule now supported other people in the race. How do you respond to their voices?
There will be times I let you down. I know that. Only results can prove my intent. But still, even should you oppose your king, you can always believe in your own future. I will make sure of it.
Yes. I love Will. I want Alice to do more of these types of protagonists. No more self-insert silent protagonists. This was good.
Will surely be a challenge.
We'll make it happen.
There you go. If you can pull that off, you'll be the finest king we've known. Well then, this is it. Your attention, please.
No lord remains for you to kneel before. Please take the crown with your own hands, my king.
Oh god, that crown looks so dangerous. Yay! If I could lift my arm, I'd do it right now.
Long have I awaited the arrival of this day.
IRL, the ideals changed real quick. In the early 1700s, the Methodist revivals put a hurting on racism, and then there was an idle period until World War II when the army used non-segregated units, which really convinced people. You are very right there. Again, Will is my favorite Alice protagonist. Now, I agree. I think he's my favorite protagonist, too. The crowd needs to be a plant. Jolly good show indeed, Pops.
This journey has reached its end. He came to know the goodness of a hero's heart, and became
non-explosive
the
hand
king
grenade.
his people had always hoped for. But as this journey ends, so another begins.
Our journey as king.
I'd like you to watch over him on his path for a little longer yet.
Epilogue?
1 year has passed
Oh,
since the
shit.
arrival of the new king.
1 year later. $12.35? What the heck? 35? Why is there 35 days in December?
Hey, heard the news? They're finally reopening that mage academy that got closed down.
You don't say. The famous one deep in the Montario Mountains. Really? I'm
Refresh my
impressed. It
memory.
only took them a year.
Did they ever bring up this mage academy before? Did Hulkenberg go there? I'm like, who would have studied if they brought it up before? Who would have studied there? No one else. Hulkenberg did?
They've even paved a proper mountain road. And get this. Their
Oh, Lady
mistress is
Juna?
none other
Oh,
than
wait.
Lady Juna.
Rella? I think so. It kind of sounds familiar, but I can't remember the details about it. Let's see. If Lady Juna is the headmistress, then wait, was it related to Lady Rella instead?
What? The songstress?
Well, she is one of the king's 6 partisans. If she managed to help save the world from Luis, I expect she knows a thing or
The
two
Mage
about
Academy was
magic.
brought up multiple times, and now Juna helped reopen it. Huh. I barely remember it. The
Sounds
details
like
about
they
it.
plan to fully open the magic researchers' findings to the people, too. Quite a turn from when the late Sanctifex banned it.
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Luis last year, everyone knows you don't really need an igniter to use magic.
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise, ever since us church folk got the boot from the palace.
Hard to believe it's already been a full year. Only natural that there would still be unrest among the people.
Even the Royal Knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything, and now he's out on his ear too. And replaced by Sir Jaime Noctul, no less.
You believe that? The Royal Knights, led by a Ujif, of all things. Though he's one of the 6 partisans himself. When he speaks, everyone listens. No one's about to complain.
Even Parliament now invites citizen
Oh
representatives to
gosh.
hearings.
Politics.
Strange to think we'd been deaf to the voice of the people until now. It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats. How swiftly the times change, eh?
Credit where it's due. I think it's thanks to His young Majesty. Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. Saw heroes of all different tribes celebrating the king's victory. Celebrating among the common folk, even. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken to calling it the Great Reconciliation. It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king. But considering how his son's turned out, I hope he's at peace.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year has seen a lot of good, but we've still got our share of problems.
People are smiling more now, but smiles won't solve the multitude of problems we still face.
Speaking of His Majesty, I've also heard some folks saying they've seen a boy wandering around these parts who looks just like him. You don't suppose?
Why is he walking around with no guards? That is questionable. Politics clearly change the subject to something brainless. I know. The second you start talking about politics in video games, I turn my brain off.
Can't be. Without his escorts? Besides, what business would a king have in this place?
He's just buying some bread. He's looking for that freshly made sourdough.
Suppose you're right.
Aw, he looks so happy. Oh my god, Hulkenberg! I love her outfit.
Mountains of appeals from the people.
I guess she's just wearing a...
Ooh!
No, she looks cute.
After all the
Oh my
trouble
god,
you took to flee
his little
politics.
hat.
And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it? Honestly, with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis.
Oh my god, there's more color to the world. Let's go. The sky is finally blue. I don't think the sky has been blue at all this entire game.
And openly. Promising.
It promises that I'll have an eternally cluttered
Or if it
desk.
did, it's been a while.
Here, Your Majesty.
Gallica still looks the same.
I brought in the next load.
Hey, when could she do that?
And there we go.
Oh, she's learning?
Not half bad, right? Hey! Isn't the king supposed to be here?
When did he? I've said countless times not to leave unannounced.
Oh, all this decoration doesn't suit me.
Stroll!
Reese and Forden put up with all this damn finery. Your Majesty?
Dang!
Yeah.
Look at them. They
Juna's
look
back
so
from her
good.
inspection.
Oh, thank goodness they changed their
Apologies,
clothes. I
Stroll. I'll
hated
look for
everyone's
him now.
pattern clothes so much. Juna looks so pretty. And Stroll looks
good
so
grief.
good. Look at that.
Some things never change. Not that they should.
I'd say life has changed plenty for us. Yet somehow our
I love her
captain's
hat.
same as he
Ooh.
ever was.
Where's Basilio? One of my favorite things about Will in this ending is that he is considering everyone's opinions, and it shows. Yup. Now they're going to need to make early computers to handle the paperwork.
But those bloody church folk
Drunk
been
man.
looking down on us for years, you know? Still, it was other sanctus what stepped in to keep things peaceable too. I reckon they're not all bad. Guess me cogs turning. They lost both their Sanctifex and the Saint Lady last year. Got their own struggles, I expect.
As authority weakens, power falls to the hands of those who have never wielded it. We must ensure it does not corrupt and give rise to new conflict.
Not like it excuses.
I like how
anything or
everyone
makes
just
me
like kind of
want to go
doesn't
up
have a
and shake
brain,
the
and they're just
saint's
like,
hand,
oh,
but
this guy, he looks similar
really
to the
put
king,
some
but there's no way he could
perspective
actually
on
be
it.
the king. I don't like to try to, what is it called? If people are venting to me, then I just listen and agree. I don't like to try to change their view or like have them see a different perspective. I just let people rant. So I'm just gonna say it was good talking to you.
It was good talking to you, too.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You ever need some good, honest work? I'll get you squared, eh?
I'm glad to see more optimism in the world. Still, it will take more than that to affect true change.
I should have known you'd be wandering around without your escorts again. How is it, being able to hear the city's honest thoughts? If you told them you're the king, it'd knock them sideways. Sorry you ended up coming all this way. Maria's actually out on an errand right now.
then I suppose I'll wait until she comes back.
You sure?
Now they're going to need to
Echo
make. Oh wait, I
always
already read
ends
that.
up on detours. No telling how long she'll be. Either way.
Wait, are they gonna? Is Maria a little bit taller now? Kids grow a lot within the span of a
Sooner or
year.
later, the lady captain of the Royal Guard.
Oh, there you are. I knew we'd find you here, for crying out loud.
Guy's gonna blow my cover.
So you were here.
Speak of the devil.
Let us return, your majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juno would be back from her expedition today.
I suppose I have no choice.
What is it? You have unfinished business. 'Tis settled. I shall come with you on every excursion.
To be honest, you won't catch me being president or king, but I too would want to help the kingdom to the best of my ability. Yeah, I can kind of get that. I don't ever really see myself in like a big leader position either, but if I can help, if I have the abilities and skills to help, then why wouldn't I put those to use?
Not dressed like that, you won't. You know how we like snooping around, inconspicuously.
Point taken.
He'll be fine. His Majesty is not about to fall prey to some alleyway scoundrel, surely. Right, Your Majesty. If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat. She'll be shattered if she finds out she just missed you.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once your business here is finished, please make sure you return to the palace with all swiftness.
Dude, Hulkenberg looks so good. Everyone's new outfits look amazing.
All right.
Cat sitting on desks. Oh, Maria.
Let's go.
This reminds me of the first time Maria went missing. It seems so long ago now. She might be praying in the Grand Cathedral, just like back then. Oh, did we ever sort out that church issue? Before heading for the Grand Cathedral, why not go talk to everyone else first? They're all in the royal capital to prepare for the new year, so let's find them.
Hey?
I was gonna say, does the capital look cleaner or brighter, or is that just me? Or is it just because it's like daytime?
Come now.
When you finish your business outside the palace, please promise me you'll return to resume your duties, Your Majesty. If you take this as my pressuring you not to venture out, that's not it at all. Only that, a captain of the Royal Guard, I must know your whereabouts at all times. Sounding awfully formal there, Hulkenberg. Well, that is... Think of your station. How else would the Knights Captain address the land's king? To be over-familiar would set a poor example. Imagine the scandalized faces of the rank-and-file guard.
Of course.
That said, not a day goes by that I don't reflect on our travels, now only a year past. I owe regaining my pride as a knight to that journey. I was but a wanderer searching in vain for the prince, and it was through you I learned he yet lived. And in the end, it was your ascent to the throne I supported.
And so?
I never tire the faces the younger gods make when I tell them of the time you acted as witness to my duel. You mean your duel with Rodante? Yes, thanks to you, I was able to face him with eyes forward and put my past behind me. I'm pleased to say the knights of today are nothing like what they were under Rodante's command. Soldiers take up their sword not for those in power, but for the people. And as the champion of the people yourself, we will do all in our power to protect you, our king.
Well...
You do not make it easy by sneaking out of the palace as you do, though I suspect the soldiers are getting used to your chaotic tendencies. They know they protect not just the king, but a ruler who stands beside his people and hears their voices in clarion truth.
This I vow.
I will protect you with my life, as I have always endeavored to do, Your Majesty. Only let me stay by your side to do so.
What do you want to do?
There's still other people we can talk to. Oh my god, we can talk to literally everybody except for more. Can I go find them? Alright guys, get ready to sit here for another hour talking to everybody. There's a lot to unpack with the epilogue, but I am pleasantly surprised about the fate of the Sanctus Church. Oh, I think I forgot to mention I got a spinning wheel and I made yarn out of cat fur. Oh my god, wait, I don't think I've ever seen a spinning wheel in person other than like in a museum. Oh, Lovelace is here.
Hey.
What's the word, Your Majesty? Just one question. If I may, when are you gonna lower the booze prices in this country? I'm only calling her. Haven't felt much like drinking till I black out so often anymore. After I entered the tournament, I really went through some stuff. I was acting a fool on the world stage, and you too.
Yeah.
I'm grateful, you know. Can't speak for the rest of the country, but you've done right by us Parapus. We've got it better than we ever did. Some chuckleheads out there still try to take their aggression out on us, but they're just venting, probably. I'm sure you'll do something soon enough.
Ain't this a pickle?
Oh, did not mean to go down there. Sounds gross, but cool. So you made yarn out of cat. Have you seen that video where someone took like their cat hair? And then, I don't know what it's called, but it's like where they take like a needle and then you like shape like the fur or like stuffing into like little shapes. And then someone used that to make little slippers for their cat. So they made slippers for their cat out of their own like, out of their own hair. The king himself, not outbrowsing the shops. Perhaps I need to draft up a royal certificate of appointment. Tell the world we supply goods to the royal family. Anything you'd recommend? One igniter in particular, in fact, though I'm afraid we're all sold out of it at the moment. The igniter I made at the children's request, the one that lights up with rainbow colors, is selling startlingly well. Everyone's turning gay! The store was packed with families and children.
Say,
I now hold a position where I control the distribution of all manner of goods throughout the kingdom as the head of the Igniter Consortium. I can help but think that if I had been in this position sooner than the church's violence, the tragedy of that village could have been prevented.
But
There was nothing you could have done at the time, Brigida. I know that. I only rose to this position once you became king and shed light on what that lurked in the shadows of this country. Though you can't take full credit, as it were, I was nominated for my new position by my colleagues. Our new king has changed this country for the better. However, as a former arms dealer, I would be naive to think all weapons can ever disappear from this world.
Yet.
Needle felting? Yeah, that thing. Cat was not very happy to be a source of fiber. He hates having his tail combed. Brigida replaces the Ishika with the cool eye at the church. Senate. Is that what her species is, actually? I forgot to ask. What's her species? And with very good... And it's a very good thing that guy is responsible for a lot of the things that happened to Basilio and Heismate. To the end, I'll continue doing all that I can, with all that I am, just as you do. Brigida is a Roag? Who else is a Roag in the game? Because she looks like an... Not like an Elda. I guess she looks like... next to like Will and like Louis, she looks the most human. Yes. Do you remember my dog? I found the ones who took her. Naturally, I considered ending their lives. But there she was, sitting beside them. Evidently, they could not bring themselves to harm such a sweet creature, so they decided to keep her instead. I had no choice but to spare their lives. I couldn't subject a gentle dog to the atrocities I'd commit in her name. You should come play with her sometime. I'm sure she remembers you. Well, that's Brigida. Who else is over here? Okay, I think I'm probably going to do the same thing. I'm going to leave our party members for last, and we're going to talk to everybody else. The correct word, Forden and Grius. Okay. They all look so different. I can't really tell.
That's something.
It's an unexpected coincidence, Your Majesty. No gods with you today. Don't worry. I'm no tattletale. I myself just left a meeting going over how the provincial governments are doing. We conveyed for the new year.
Really?
I assume you're pretty busy these days. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't, but the job is its own reward, knowing what good it does for the town. And I'm pleased to report, as head of the provincial lords, it's nothing but good news reaching my ears. Better relations between towns has employment up and overall welfare too. Each town has specialities and wisdom to offer, and when we combine our heads, there's no problem we can't solve. I just feel so blessed to be part of it. I know I made some blunders when I first stepped into the governor's role, but I'm happy to share my failings so others don't repeat my mistakes. That really brings me back.
Got to say,
I know I was trying to do too much on my own back then, and I got a bit overzealous. Of course, some lords are like I was once. and would rather manage things at their sole discretion than leave things to the people. And yes, taking every matter to public opinion can be laborious, what with all the proceedings and disputes.
Then again.
Still, changing our own lives with our own hands makes the process worth the trouble.
Brilliant.
And choosing a king of our own will was all the inspiration we needed for change.
Lovely, that.
Lovely. Let's see, Katarina's here. And who the frig are you? Oh, that's Stroll. Ah, we're leaving you for the last. Okay, well, she's here. Might as well talk to her. Hold on. Okay. Oh, well, if it ain't the big man himself. Good timing, mate. I just got back into town myself. Long time no see, Katharina.
All right.
Ain't it been? I've been out traveling since I took the reins on the Seeker's Redcon team. Hard to believe it's been half a year. And crazy doesn't begin to describe what's beyond the sea. The sights, the magic. Everything's so fantastic, I'm already itching to get back out there. Well, I'm not especially keen on dodging the bloody cannonballs when my ship gets too close. Lots of tension out there, but what country isn't a little tense? Everything's from the customs to the way they think is so different. My head spins. Makes all the tribal bickering seem right dull, if I can speak my mind. But this country's changing for the better. I'm glad I overturned the throne to you. You turned it over? I beat you in battle, ma'am. Yeah, I know you do right by the purpose, so I bowed out early to give you a fighting chance. Just kidding. All my cohorts have found jobs and some of them have been picked up new skills from being out at sea so long.
See you soon,
She's a pirate. But don't you worry your kingly head. I'll have it all whipped up and report for you. Do something proper kingish with it, yeah? Alonzo. He's the one who deceived me the most. Me? Talking about me? Oh my god. You're just out and about in the world and no one even cares that you're supposed to be dead?
Pleasure to see you.
Why, hello, your majesty. It's only been a year since your coronation, but I see you've become quite apt at sneaking away from your palatial duties. Palatial. Under constant fire from knaves of all trades, con artists and critics alike, your opening act has been rather tumultuous, no?
But...
Yeah, it's been tough, but I'm glad we've managed so far. Quite right. Your critics are loud and open with their bobs, but plenty more have put their faith in you. Besides, most of those agitators are kind of scum that stirs the pot in hopes that they might benefit from the country's turmoil. Nothing I couldn't handle, of course. All in a day's work for the Royal Adjutant to the Citizens' Council. Quite an ally I've made, I should hope.
Hey.
Wait, so he's not dead anymore? He's re-emerged? I wonder if my mother would be the slightest bit proud to see who I've become. That I'm doing my damnedest to use my talents for good, as I always should have.
Yes.
I hope so. I was such a problem child. I like to make this country where honest folk like my mother can be happy.
Now that you mention it.
Ah, that reminds me. Do you remember Dacharam, my hometown's landowner? He told me to send you his regards. Since he's confessed his crimes and is awaiting trial, I was about to say, I was like, don't we hate this guy? You were the one who awakened his conscience. It makes sense, doesn't it? You've proven your ideals to be true. That's why the country is doing so well. There's nothing more to it. I'm hardly qualified to speak of pride, but if this country has one, it's you. And I am proud to be amongst its people. Perhaps under your rule, the day will come that even we Nydia can walk about freely in our true forms. I want to see Chibi Alonzo. Ah, you're curious what I look like. Oh, he's read my mind. What I look like in my true form? I'd be happy to oblige, but let's say that for another time, shall we? No! I want to know now! Damn it. And then Basilio and Heisme are over here. Okay, let's speak to Nurus.
But
I want to see cute little chibi Russian porcelain doll Alonzo now. Because I doubt that they even have an official model and art for it. It's probably only fan art. Aho, what brings His Royal Majesty here? Come to feel the wind on your face too, have you?
Aha!
I know how it is. I have the fancy old title of Chief Engineer of the Kingdom Infrastructure Development Bureau and can research as I please now. But something's missing. So I threw off that stuffy old uniform and came to gaze upon the runner in the way I do. I was about to say, his outfit is still the same.
Wait.
Neros, maybe if you took your job a little more seriously.
Just a moment.
I am. The research part at least. But you must feel it too, eh? The sudden urge to take the runner into the sky and leave all your cares on the ground below.
Perhaps.
Not that I'm ungrateful for your gracious title you given to a man who used to sulk about, modifying gauntlet runners. I haven't seen anything yet. Why, one day I'll invent a teleportation device that will deliver fresh fish straight from Oceania to your palatial plates. Palatial. I keep mispronouncing that one. It would change the world, wouldn't you say? I'm just a bit, stuck at the beginning on the development.
Indeed.
And it's times like this I need stimulation of the mind. You have anything that might do the trick?
That's...
Are you going to send me on another relic hunt? Don't pretend you didn't enjoy it. No, I did not like going to all those dungeons. I'm not gonna lie. It was not fun. Every time you'd pop back in with one, I remember how I could hardly contain my excitement. I do so miss traveling like that. Even if the relics themselves were better off left untouched, they've become the guiding principles of my research, you know?
That's...
Convenience is important, but one must consider safety and the effect it might have on the world. An engineer who dumps a burden on future generations is no engineer at all.
However...
Still, it's no small feat to design with the perfect balance of safe and revolutionary. Even if I struggle with it, and I'm a bally genius. Ah, I knew it. What I need is stimulation. Your Majesty. You know, like the soul-shaking speed and quiver of a drive engine. You'll let me know if you ever want to go out for a spin, won't you? Our dear old girl's sparkling clean and always ready for takeoff. Fun fact, if you fight one of Luis's men, one of them is a Parpus who jumped ship after Fidelio's death. It's one of the fights during the Skyrunner dungeon? Wait, really? Oh, I did not I don't think I ended up doing that.
Alright then.
Sadly. Okay, so Juno's over here. We're gonna speak to... We can't speak to Maria just yet. She's the one that we have to end off on. Basilio. Hehe. I just had an ad, Transformers at a car insurance, so much face palm.
Yo.
I love how Heisme has to stand on a barrel to be the same eye level as Basilio. Hey, out inspected again. Seems a right pain to me, but I appreciate you going to all the effort. Making rounds, Basilio? Hey. Yeah. Captain of the Trident Brigade reporting in, and I'm pleased to report that there's nothing to report. There's nothing to report, Your Majesty, so I'm taking a break. Finally, we get to see Basilio's outfit. Oh my god, he has like the arm guard. Look at him. Look at him, slums boy turned fancy. Bit of a mouthful in it. Still not used to calling himself a captain. Besides, we've even taken in some survivors from Luis's troops, you know. But don't you worry, I've got two eyes on them even when I ain't looking. Way I see it, they're once the ones trying to make the world worse. I just gotta show them how power is supposed to be used, yeah? We owe it to you that there's less discrimination in the city these days. Fewer and fewer are turned into life of a crime to make ends meet. If Del could see Grand Trad today, his eyes would bug out. And not just Del, but all of the guys who didn't make it.
That's...
I take it you mean Vinka.
Yeah.
You remember him? How could I forget him? Those damned experiments trapped him in a vengeance he couldn't see past. But I feel like even he might smile seeing what I'm up to now. I love that because it adds more depth and impact from Fidelio's death. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. We built this peace with a lot of blood and tears. So I say those of us who made it this far owe it to all of them who didn't what didn't to protect it. Maybe I've got nothing to report today, but it's not like bad people just stopping being bad because you're king now.
Thank you.
You've been through a lot, though, so thanks for not giving up on us. Or the world, for that matter. You spot any trouble that I didn't spot first, you just point me at it. I'll solve it quick, like. Okay, we'll talk to Heisme since he's right here, too. Whoa. Oh my god, his hat is so cute. For his little head. Well, well, I see our king is out on some personal business, eh? I believe Hulkenberg was searching for you, but I suppose it's none of my business who comes or goes. I'm on break myself.
Just...
Only try not to frustrate your royal guards over much, They don't take their duties quite seriously, much like their captain. But who am I kidding? A knight who smiles is surely a myth. That's become clear to me since becoming titled. What could be more bizarre? A Ujif outcast, once a wanted criminal with a bounty on his head, made knight commander. There was, of course, some opposition at first, but the more heart-to-heart talks I've had, the more accepting they've become, albeit gradually. An outcast became king too. They didn't look further than the outcast who became their king.
True.
Indeed, you face no shortage of persecution. And look at you now. Grand titles and posts across the nation are no different, spread across all the tribes. I've realized over the past year just how much a nation is defined by its people. No matter how great a king, he alone does not a country make.
However,
yet he stands for those very people, as symbol and representative. Basilio is best guy. All the characters are great. They're all great. I love them all.
That's...
Speak of your hometown? Yes, indeed. They have shut themselves away, and now they actively engage with other village. Your coronation inspired that village to greater heights. It proved that barriers can be broken, and that even they could take the first step. New winds are blowing in every corner of this country. I'll have to make another trip back home with my son to see the changes for myself soon enough. I forgot, what did we ended up doing with his son? I don't remember. He's not still in the urn. But I don't think I forgot what the resting place was. If we even gave him a resting place. Or did he say he was just gonna dump them? If any party member is your number one, it's valid. Exactly. You can say like, any character in this party, if you say is your favorite, I will say understandable. Doesn't matter who it is. Understandable. We've a ways to go before that day comes, but until it does, let us forge the path toward it, Your Majesty. I don't know where the other candidates are. We haven't really run into them. I thought Alonso was more for a second. I was confused.
I do believe...
Can we say hi to a Denny? Probably not.
Alright.
Where to?
Nope. Hello, Yufa. So, are there any of the other candidates around? I don't see them.
Greetings.
Working hard as ever, Will. Were you going about town and listening to what the people have to say? Myself, I've just come from the Crown Court, where I've been consulting with the people about their grievances and disputes as chief magistrates.
Well...
A court is taking on common grievances?
Yes, of course.
Haizme's son is a necklace made by Yufa or himself. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's right. He turned his son into part of his jewelry. I think I do remember that. In the past, we were busy with cases of violence and theft, but those have decreased remarkably.
In truth.
As you're undoubtedly aware, in the past, many citizens were sentenced to hang without so much as a trial.
Alas.
I'm pleased to report things are different now. Now people get a trial before they're hanged. Anyone, regardless of race or status, can tell their side of the story in court and be judged equally and fairly. It just goes to show, anything is possible, even for a priestess to become a chief magistrate. And my brother is making great strides as village chief. He rather hated that role before, but he's truly found his calling, I think.
The reason is?
As I said, no one knows what the future holds. It's all the more reason I try to guide people to good choices. I want to live in a society that practices kindness, where those who suffer need not turn to crime, and so I practice what I preach.
Now that you mention it.
The other day, I went to visit Ovi's church and inquire with those who are sick there about how the kingdom can be more accessible to them. Was Ovi doing well?
Very well.
Yes, we practiced dancing together, and then we showed her mother. All of them were ready to ease into working again. Hearing them made me reflect on all the people who still need our help, Until now, the only hope those people had was God.
I do believe.
I want to fight for them to have options, under laws and systems that they can rely on in addition to higher power. A country where all the tribes with all their values can join hands in harmony. That's what we need.
Because...
You aim to achieve that too, yes, Your Majesty? I hope you allow me to keep walking alongside you in this. Aww. And now we just have Juna and Stroll.
My king.
Oh my god, I love her hat! She looks like a little witch. Oh, there you are, Will. Heard you were in town, so I decided to see if we might cross paths. I have so much to tell you about my inspection, so I'm afraid you'll need to clear your diary for me soon. Did you bring me a gift? Stroll me, boy! Yes. Yufa being chief magistrate is a very good thing for her. A lot of the interactions with the party and the gauntlet runner foreshadowed the epilogue. Yeah, she was always like pretty good at like that type of stuff from like what we've seen. I'm not too surprised. Actually, I feel like everyone's positions all make sense. That Will gave them. Gosh. Let's just focus on the report. Don't worry, I'll give you just the gist. Firstly, you know, I am kind of surprised Juna doesn't... I mean, she's interested in the magic stuff, but I kind of expected her... Well, I guess she still probably does it. They'll probably bring it up as we talk to her. But stuff about her, like, singing career. Well... The Mages Academy's reconstruction is going swimmingly. Repairs are in full swing, and we're already processing admissions. I must say, I'm still surprised you appointed me, of all people, to be the Academy's headmistress. I was rather looking forward to going back on tour as a songstress. Okay, there we go. They're bringing it up. Oh, and I shall introduce you to my furry little friend, because we know about Juna's, like, her singing stuff, but I guess we don't really know, other than that, what if she has background in anything else. So having her be mistress is interesting. She is good at magic, that's true. But does she know anything about teaching and being, like, a leader of her own? I scooped him up in the academy, of all places. The cat that's on the bench? By the way, if you were looking for Adini, he is near the church where Yufa was. Okay, yeah, I'll go find him. During the reconstruction, they stumbled on the little guy in some kind of observatory supposedly used by a king long ago. Considering the Anaito around his neck, I'm sure he was being taken care of. I mean, there's no way a cat would survive alone in that cold, could he?
So...
Regardless, our mysterious kitty is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the academy. All that knowledge was lost when it fell, so we're starting from scratch. It may even be hiding secrets as big as the Dragon Temple or the Sanctum. Oh, and I'm keeping the cat. Just like fate, you know?
Speaking of which...
And speaking of fate, on my way back, I met up with my Tyrus. The girl.
Now we're talking.
She's been keeping well, I hope.
Yeah.
I like how the game acknowledged that you might forget who that is. More than well. Her throat has been fine, and she's a fairly prominent singer about town now. We both just keep soaring to new heights. Her in music, and me coming face to face with magic again.
Hey!
Surely you remember, music was the first magic born into this world, yes? When the heart expresses itself through music, it moves the hearts of others, and when they make hearts swell, why, there's no end to the magic. So just you watch. With music and magic at my side, I'm going to change the world. All will have equal opportunity to hone their talents at the Mage Academy. Our doors are open to all. That's what my sister would have wanted, and if it makes the world a better place, why, isn't that just grand? Is her sister still frozen in that block of ice in the mountains somewhere?
Magic.
Vela taught me that magic is more than a tool. It's in all of us, deep in our hearts. Alright, let's go find a Denny.
All right now.
Oh, there's somebody over there.
Yeah?
Oh, we have some of the ex-candidates. Hi there! Hiya, boss! Oh, dang. I suppose I shouldn't be speaking to you so casually, huh? Then again, we were rivals, weren't we? And Caden's workshop, the official workshop of the Palace Engineers now. Not that it's here nor there. Besides, I'm glad you got the crown. Still, lots of humans out there will have to deal with you, and you'll need a gauntlet runner to get to them. Caden Workshop thanks you for your patronage. Rando. I don't really want to talk to the randos.